Coming up today on This Is True Really News.
Nonsense?
Oh, yeah. Real
Okay.
nonsense.
As opposed to the fake stuff you find elsewhere.
This is a sobriety checkpoint
Uh-oh.
that went
I'm not
bad.
involved in anything here, am I? I'm gonna have to, I just have to
Have you
listen to
ever been caught up in one of those where they're checking
No.
sobriety? Oh, okay.
I did get pulled over once. Have you been drinking? It was like 2:30 in the morning, and I had just been working.
Yep.
Bartending.
Yep.
And a friend from Brown was with me. No, this is my best driving when I'm tired, sir.
And I'm this tired.
Yeah. Sorry.
So if this kind of stuff just tickles your fancy, you should keep your fancy covered up more often.
Might want to call your doctor.
In the
Get fancy
meantime,
checked.
In the meantime, like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News. Comment wherever you hear or see us, and send all stories you would like us to cover to TITR@netradio.network.
This is True Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true,
Really?
as far as you know.
So for the last 27 days, it seems, I've been doing Michelle stories. Trying to get to 58. It's kind of a thing.
That's a good deal.
Lexington, Kentucky, one family got a little something extra when they picked out their Christmas tree this year. Michelle White told WDKY TV that it's a tradition for the family to go pick out a Christmas tree,
Sure.
as people are wont to do.
Yeah, we've stopped doing that.
We haven't had a Christmas tree since we got Shadow. He
Oh,
was our
okay.
Malamute.
Yep.
We thought, he's an energetic puppy and he's going to get large. Do we want a Christmas tree near him? No. And oddly, Christmas still came. I know.
How is that even possible?
I was shocked. It was amazing. Anyway, some families actually go out and pick out a Christmas tree and chop that puppy down and bring it back, and it doesn't all look like Christmas Vacation. So they had the tree in their home for 4 days and didn't notice anything weird. And White said, I have 3 dogs. We use the room nonstop, watch TV. The kitchen's right there. No indication of anything off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's cut to Bobby Hayes. He owns Magic Carpet Cleaning. While the family was out, Bobby was in cleaning carpets and noticed something
The Christmas tree?
wasn't quite right with the tree.
Okay.
It was a bird. See, he was plugging in one of his carpet cleaners and the tree started to sway because of the owl in it.
This happens with relative frequency.
I can understand a squirrel,
Yeah, yeah.
but an owl, I would think every time you ask a question, go, who?
That's the second owl this year.
He said the owl was literally just sitting on a lower limb there.
Just hanging out.
Took me a few minutes to find it. Sent photos off to White. I suppose you have to, right? Listen, I don't know if this makes sense, but this isn't yours, is it? He was able to safely grab the owl and release it in the family's backyard. Family came home and couldn't see it in the backyard either, although it was sitting right on top of their fence. No. By the way, when I first saw this story, I had to wait for the correction.
Yep.
Because someone claimed to know how old the owl was. We now go with the theory that no one has the correct age of the owl. It is unknown. Because that's what's important in that story right there.
Some pedant.
Some editor.
Missing
somewhere.
The whole point.
Missed it entirely. Owl in the tree is weird.
That's the story.
Age of owl doesn't matter even.
Immaterial.
Hang on, I've got more bird stories coming up.
Okay. This from Brickbat at Reason.com. When police stopped...
Why does it sound like a bad guy that should fight Batman?
What, Brickbat?
Brickbat.
He should fight Ben Grimm. When police...
The thing?
Yeah. A brickbat against the Stone Man.
It's clobbering time. Who would win, by the way, if Hulk Smash and It's Clobbering Time fought, you suppose?
Oh, boy.
Hulk's bigger.
Yeah. Well, I think...
but Ben's made out of rock.
I think those of us watching, we're the winners on that one.
I would say.
When police stopped Ammon Papulia at a DUI...
No, I like Smith better.
Papulia at a DUI checkpoint in Hawaii, See, it has to be Fapulia. That's Smith in Hawaii. Body camera footage shows an officer telling him he smelled the odor of alcohol. Fapulia seemed surprised, told the officer he did not drink, and agreed to a field breath test, which showed no alcohol in his system. That's when the officer said they believed he was under the influence of drugs and arrested him anyway. And I've seen this go on.
Yep.
On the drive to jail, an officer turned off his body camera in violation of department rules. Fapulia said that's when the officer told him he should refuse further tests at jail to save time. Fapulia agreed, but came to believe he'd been set up. Prosecutors later dismissed charges against him for lack of evidence. Jonathan Berg, an attorney in Hawaii who specializes in traffic cases, told local media that other clients told him the cops tell him to refuse other further tests when arrested at DUI checkpoints.
Yep.
Berg, a former police officer, said cops are under pressure to make arrests at these checkpoints because they're being paid overtime.
Yeah.
And there you see the problem inherent in the system.
What I like
is
is
illegal arrests.
What I like is don't take any more tests. By the time they get the court order to get to the test, even if you have something in your system,
it'll be gone. Yep.
It's amazing.
I'd say give me the test now. Because when I sue you,
there will be one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The loggerhead, more bird stories.
Okay.
I told you, Michelle's got time on her hands.
Well,
the loggerhead shrike may look like any other old songbird. You might see him at a backyard feeder and go, isn't that birdie? And he sounds so wonderful. Not so. It's a bird of prey trapped in a songbird body, according to Michelle Reynolds. And Michelle Reynolds is not right in the head either, but you'll figure it out.
Okay.
She's an amateur bird watcher and an artist from Birmingham who has become obsessed with the shrikes. Reynolds first encountered them on a birding excursion to the Dauphin Islands.
Okay.
It's got to be French, right? Isn't the Dauphin? Isn't that the prince in the Prince of Wales in Britain back in the day? Anyway,
yeah.
But she was with her mom, was captivated by this gorgeous bird and their rather bizarre behavior. And by bizarre, I mean even for Scott and I, it's a little off. See, she says they perch on wires and in the tops of trees and look through their beady little black masks for prey. And then they pounce on them. They shake them to death and impale them on thorns or barbed wire. Think of them as the Vincent Price of birds.
Wow.
Only Vincent was an actor. He was making it up.
Are these big birds?
No, they're little songbird type things.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm not going to worry about the little peckers.
It would take a long time for you to die.
Yeah.
I mean, they could sell tickets.
How many of them would it take to get me up to throw me into the thorn bush?
47,000, I'm thinking.
Right?
The shrikes are known to eat pretty much whatever they can fit in their beaks. You're safe. Insects, even smaller birds, rodents, frogs, snakes, bats, sometimes even food made for people, but not people.
Not my potato salad.
Nobody eats your potato salad.
I'm just saying I'll fight for my potato salad.
Not since that summer of 78. The shrikes have been documented taking down birds that weigh even more than they do. So don't fly. That's what I'm saying.
Wow. These are MMA birds.
Reynolds, I don't know. Yeah. Reynolds said there's a group of shrikes she visits regularly in Birmingham. And Michelle would know this. They're off Finley Street. And she'll see all kinds of items. That's one of the places that she worked, was in Birmingham. Sure. UAB, go, Blaze. She'll see all kinds of items. They're the Blazers. Blazers, their dragon mascot.
Oh.
She'll see all kinds of items stuck along a razor wire fence that surrounds an empty property. Sometimes I'll find chicken nuggets, chicken bones, fried fish, piece of Texas toast, half a mouse, numerous bees, caterpillars, and cicadas. All kind of gory, actually. Reynolds, since discovering the unusual birds, has become a member of the Shrike Force. Okay, that's not even clever, but it is kind of fun to say. It's a group of bird watchers and biologists who document the birds across North America. They're trying to gain more information about possibly declining numbers of shrikes. That'd be bad because what, the chicken nugget population is getting out of hand?
I was thinking, or the half a mouse population is growing like crazy.
Shrike says her main interest in the birds, though, is, how does she phrase it? They're like serial killers.
No,
oh my! They're worried about their numbers, but they shouldn't be because there are rumors that many of the birds are simply now in prison or witness protection.
There we go. You ready for a sweet story?
I hope so.
This Christmas, Katie Williams opened her 6th mystery present from Ken Watson, who was 87 when he died in 2018.
Okay.
Ken lived near her parents, Owen and Caroline Williams, in Barry, Wales, for the last 2 years of his life, and he befriended Katie. When he died, Ken's daughter, Jenny, surprised the parents by delivering a sack full of 14 presents for Katie, who was then 2 years old. These from Ken. The family were knocked off their feet by Ken's generosity, which he had kept secret from everyone. It started as a tradition of Katie opening her Ken gift every Christmas Eve. And so far, she's received toys, books, and games. Mom and Dad keep the box of presents from Ken in their attic. They're all individually wrapped, so each present opening is a surprise.
Okay. All the stupid we do,
Yep,
that one's worth the price.
that guy.
Right there.
That guy. Be like that guy.
There are 4 other people like him.
Yeah,
Finding them is the hard part.
right. I'm hoping I get one that's a little richer. I'd like a car.
Oh, you are just true the whole moment, dude.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.